Hi, my name is Henry Swan, and this is my documentary on how crop yield is being affected by climate change. This is not only affecting farmers, but this is also affecting everyday people. So I ask you guys, have you ever been to the store and walked through the aisles and seen the products that used to be there are either sparse or just not there at all? I've also seen this just from the other side of the storefront, as I am a farmer and produce produce for local businesses in my area. Climate change causes natural disasters like droughts and floods that can be catastrophic to crop yields. Droughts are one of the more extreme disasters created by climate change. They affect crop yield by reduced soil moisture, which is the level at which the roots can obtain water from the ground. And this ultimately leads to wilting and leaf drop, which is essentially when the plant is getting not enough water, and it will result in the plant dying.
A study was shown that a corn stalk typically uses 20 to 40 gallons of water throughout its lifetime. So as we can see, water is very crucial to crops. However, you don't want too much water.
Floods are another type of climate change disaster that affect crops through soil erosion, which brings up the soil and could displace the plant, as well as reduced pollination, which is key to a plant's survival. Moving on to how farming is no longer a secure job. Due to changing and unstable weather patterns, it makes it hard for the farmer to know when exactly he has to plant his plants. This first image is of March 5th, 1965, that week, and we can see very stable, consistent temperatures. The next image displays the week of the 5th, 2025, where the temperatures were much more inconsistent. Due to these unstable climates, the farmer is having to put more money into his land to preserve it and make sure his crops are going to be suited for survival. As we saw in one of the previous images, the temperatures are not only inconsistent, but they are also much higher than normal. This means that it gives a higher chance for viruses to stay around, as well as them for to spread to crops or livestock. Some of you viewers may be concerned on how this affects you personally, so I am going to display an interview where I was interviewed on how it is affecting me and my community personally.
Pitching in with their new knowledge, 17-year-old Henry Swan is helping out as well. Swan started off as a camper a decade ago, and it kept him coming back. Now he's helping keep little campers hydrated as a farm manager, but he's also pitching in to help keep animals hydrated, and knows this heat could also impact some of those more recently planted crops, such as pumpkins for the fall.
Without that rain and the heat, it's really just drying up the ground, and it's not letting them poke through. And then the animals, of course, they drink a lot of water, so we're making sure we're having to go double and triple check all these animals and making sure they get plenty of water.
It makes for long days on the farm, keeping campers, farm animals, and crops hydrated as much as possible.
I hope this is a good example on how it could be affecting places near you. Fossil fuels, food and landfills, urban development, deforestation, fast fashion, and poor recycling are all examples of how climate change is caused. However, there is hope. By wasting less food, using renewable energy, planting gardens, and just staying educated, we can slow this process down.